Hello everyone, my name is Marilyn Lopez and today I'm going to be talking about voting rights and why equal voting is so important. We're going to be going over why voting rights matter, some problems that may come with voting access, and some solutions that can help with that. For my very first point about voting rights, I'm going to be talking about how voting gives people a voice and the right to vote. According to the article Berlin Center of Justice article published on September 26, 2024, many states are changing voting laws, which affects how easy voting can be in different communities, which I believe it should be easy because voting should be fair and accessible for everyone. As well, according to the U.S. Census Bureau article published on May 2nd, 2023, voters registration during those time periods in 2022, the midterm elections, they were very high. I think this is really important because it shows that people want to, use their voice, be involved by voting, and people care, which I think is really important because we fought so long for our rights and we should be using those rights. As well, for my second point, I still see that voting can be hard for others, and there's a lot of barriers between that. According to the League of the Women's Voters article published on July 19, 2023, voter ID laws and mail became restricted, which made voting so much harder for the community and other people. And I think this really matters because I don't believe people should feel stress or make this process seem so difficult. So I really want to bring that to awareness and stuff. As well, according to the Guardian article published on June 25th, 2023, there were stricter voting laws, which made voting even harder for certain communities. And again, I believe voting should be fair for everyone and everyone should have a chance to vote. Finally, for my last point, my third point is there are solutions that can help improve voting access. According to the American Public Health Association article published on November 7, 2023, things like same-day registration, as well voting by mail, or going in person to just help with that voting process can make voting so much easier, and as well encourage people to vote more because there is resources out there, there is help out there, and there's so many ways to vote, which I believe it should be that way, because you don't know the other person's needs. For whatever reason, they can't leave their house, and so on. And as well, according to the Movement Achievement Project published on January 19, 2024, young voters still face a struggle with registration and voting access because they're not really educated and they're not really aware on how to do it. So I believe it's really important to encourage the young audience and just really keeping on track for them to stay involved by voting, using their voice. Again, we fought so long for our voices and our rights. I think it's really important to practice by using those rights by voting. Overall, I really do believe voting is a really important thing. Not only is it important for our future, but it's also important because back then we didn't really have a lot of rights, and I think now that we do have these rights, we should be putting them in place by using them and using our voices, because at the end of the day, this is our future, and if we have the right to use our voice, I believe we should do that. Thank you for taking your time to listen to my speech, and that is all.